Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I want to be sharing some of the truth about Turkish men and Turkish women when it comes to dating or marriage. So I want to share with you, these are my opinions and I welcome you to my channel. You're gonna hear some noise from the background because I have kids all over here and they are making some noise, so you're gonna bear with me. So I found out so interesting things about Turkish people when it comes to dating, and I want to share with you so that if you are planning dating or having a relationship with a Turk person, then you have an idea of what you are getting into. So the first thing I want to tell you is that Turkish people, both men and women, they are so protective when it comes to their relationship, and this means that they might be so jealous. Especially for men, when you are dating a Turkish person, you'll find out that most of them, they tend to actually believe that you only belong to them and you don't have a right, or you should not be dating other people or seeing other people, talking with other male. If you are a lady, you should not be talking with other male so much. In other things or in other circumstances, of course not all of them, in other circumstances you'll find that they might be so jealous to an extent that even when you have your own if you are in a long distance relationship, they want you to show them what you are doing, call them, video call, send pictures to actually prove a point. And I found this sometimes it is good to be, of course, to be jealous, but at the same time it is so annoying when someone calls you more than 5 times and just to prove or just to show that you are somewhere or you are doing something without trusting you. So you get what I say. When you are dating a Turkish person, and if you are a lady, it means that that Turkish person, most of them, they are so persistent. They wanna persist you in a relationship. Even if you say no, they're gonna try, keep on trying until you say yes. If you tell them you don't want to date them, maybe you are staying here in Turkey and maybe you want to go on a date with a Turkish person, you will find that in most cases, if you refuse their offer, maybe for a date, maybe to have coffee somewhere, they're gonna persist. They're gonna find a way to actually trick you so that you can accept, and also so that you can just be their boyfriend or their girlfriend. So they are so into persisting you to fall in love with them, of course. And also if you say no, they're gonna take it like it is not a no, so they're gonna keep on trying until they win you. They don't give up easily when you are dating them. Okay, now if they have persisted and they have finally won your heart, you have accepted them to be your boyfriend, of course. Now when it comes to marriage or when it comes to staying together, most of them, they prefer actually doing things legally. They want to marry you in a legal form because even the government recognize you as a wife legally just by marrying one wife. So if he is already married, he has to divorce the first wife and then get married to you. So I have found out that in most cases, Turkish people, they want to do things the right way, like they want to marry you in a legal form, not like in other parts. I don't want to mention the countries whereby we just say, come, we stay together, we're gonna have kids together, and that is marriage. In Turkey, I found it so like they have legalized their form of marrying, so that when you are getting married, make sure that it is legal, like it is legally in a civil marriage. Okay, once you are legally married, you are wife of a Turkish person, and then you get blessed with the kids, children, if I use that word. I have found out that in most cases it is the duty of the moms to stay with the kids, take care of the kids at home, and they do it willingly and so in a loving way. Most Turkish moms are so good when it comes to taking care of the house, taking care of the kids, doing the house chores, and this brings me to my next point, whereby I have also seen that in most cases men prefer going to work than actually their women going to work. So I have to say that most cases the men here are so busy. They are busy looking for para, looking for money. In Turkey we call money para or lira. I almost say flus. Flus it is in Arabic, but in Turkey they call it para or fiat. And most of the time it is the duty of a man to go outside and work and look for money and bring to the family, to pay bills, to do shopping, to give to the wife, and all those stuff that a man can handle. So I found out that it is in most cases men who are working and they are constantly busy, because right now the economy is not good. So if you have a running business, you have to make sure that you are always busy. And that doesn't mean that Turkish men, they don't have time for their wives or for their kids. Of course, they really love being together with their wives, going for vacations. It is summer now. Most of them, you'll find them in restaurants, you find them in hotels, apartments, enjoying life, enjoying different kinds of fun with their families. And this makes me feel like Turkish people, they are family oriented. When it comes to matters concerning the family, they really love their kids so much. They really love their kids so much. And also something that you have to notice is that Turkish people, both men and women, they really love their parents. And even if you are staying somewhere, or they're in your apartment or in your villa or somewhere, you find that somewhere within there we have a parent, maybe the mother or the father or the parents to the son or to the man who is marrying you. So you might probably stay with your mother-in-law or father-in-law so close to you. Okay. Now, in most cases, what I have found out is that Turkish people, most of them, 90% of them, they are Muslims. So if you are Christian and you are thinking to date a Turkish person, remember to ask, are you a Muslim or are you Christian? If religion matters to you more, then you should sit down, think about it. Are you able to actually handle a Muslim? Because let me tell you, from my experience, it's not easy. Because sometimes you have that thought of going to church with your partner, praying together, and if he is a Muslim, telling that person to actually go to church together, it's very difficult for them. And if you are dating a girl who is a Turkish and she is a Muslim, it's so difficult. Even dating a Turkish girl who is a Muslim and you are a Christian, it's so rare. It doesn't happen like commonly, so you'll find it so difficult. You'll have a difficult time. Okay. Another thing you have to bear in mind, or you have to actually know, it is that in most cases, if your wife or even if you are a girlfriend and you are staying together with a Turkish person, in most cases, these are the things that you're gonna be serving him in most cases: chai, coffee, and by the way, they really love smoking. Both men and women, they love, or it is just like a fun or a lifestyle here. I found it so I don't want to say or judge anyone, but where I come from, girls don't smoke as much as I have seen here in Turkey. So smoking is part of life here, and even if you are dating a Turkish girl, don't be surprised to find out that she is actually smoking. Okay. Now, another thing that you should actually bear in mind, it is that you might have a difficult time communicating, because language barrier can be a problem here in Turkey. Most of them, they actually talk Turkish, they don't talk English, even though we have a lot of them who actually know English. So that doesn't mean that I'm trying to say that all of them, they are illiterate. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying, that language barrier can be a hindrance in your communication or in your relationship. So if you are dating a person or a Turkish person who doesn't know English, you can try to use Google Translate or sign language, or you can, both of you, either way, you can learn Turkish or English. Okay. That is if you want to settle with that person. But if you are just playing games and here and there, and then forget it and go on. Okay, I have found out that Turkish people, they inherit wealth from their parents, and I'm not saying everybody, but in most majority cases you'll find that if a mother, or let's say if a parent has a property, then he's normal, maybe he died or something, the kids gonna inherit. So inheritance is commonly here done here in Turkey. If they have a house or a car, when the parents are not there, then it means that they're gonna leave all this to the children. If you are born 2 or 3 or 4, in most cases they don't have large amount of families like in other countries, or like maybe for instance in Kenya we have a lot of children in our family. In Turkey, I have seen that they are not too much, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on how you want it. However, that doesn't mean that we don't have larger families. Of course, we have larger families here in Turkey. So this brings me to my next point, which is most men most men, I hate to say this, and if you're watching, if you're a Turkish person and you're mad, please, I'm just speaking my opinion, don't get angry. In most cases, their moms have spoiled them with love, with pampering, and they tend to believe that if you are dating, they want you to actually behave the same way their moms behave. For instance, if they are watching television, they want you to actually bring something to the table, let's say some popcorn, some chips, or something to eat, and also they're gonna be sending you, bring me some Turkish coffee, bring me some chai, bring me some fruits. So this is the duties their moms used to do. And when you are getting into a relationship, if you are a person who doesn't like small things, doing to someone, like bringing something to someone else, like being sent, and then you're gonna have a difficult time, because a Turkish person, they want you to spoil them, they want you to pamper them, they want you to give them extra love, and it is what it is. If you can cope it, well and good, go ahead and date that person. If you can't, forget about it. Another thing I have to tell you, Turkish people, both male and female, they actually date outside of their races. So don't be lied, or don't be told that stories, oh, they don't date other races. Of course, I'm Kenyan, I'm African. I'm here because I'm married here to a Turkish person. So if you are from another race, from another country, don't be afraid to date a Turkish person, because they are accepting other races. As I'm winding up my video, my daughter doesn't want to sit down. So she said, I'm not going to sit down, I want to be part of the video. So something else you have to note, or I have to say, it is that divorce here is so common, and it is something that they practice. If you are not willing to continue with the relationship or with the marriage, then you are free to divorce that person. Or if there's no more love, then I found it that it is so common here in Turkey to divorce a person. Now it brings me to my next point, whereby about the kids. When you have divorced, I have seen that in most cases, both female and male, if you have kids together, it is so common for both kids to stay in both, either way. They can stay with the father sometimes and go to the mother sometimes, and it is not a big issue, unless other ways, whereby we have a few of them who actually don't allow you to take the kids away, like they don't want you to go away with the kids. And in some instances, if you have parted ways in a bad way, if it is a male or if it is a man, he can actually forbid you from seeing your own kids. So I found it so annoying and so difficult in that kind of situation, because it's not good. Now, last but not least, even though it is not that important, but in most cases I found that the younger one, the young Turkish people, they don't want to actually get involved with other races because they tend to believe that they just want to marry Turkish girls, and most of them, they are players. I'm not lying. Most of them, they tend to play with your minds, but they won't actually get into relationship. And you find that in majority cases, the ones who want to settle down with you are the ones either they have divorced, or they have already married and they have divorced, or the older people, like they have more years than you. It doesn't matter how much years, but the older ones, they are ready to settle down with you. So if you are a person who is just actually want to pass time with a Turkish person and you are dating an older person, then you have to understand that these people are so serious, they want to settle down with you. So you might be wasting his time. I hope you have understood and I have told you some truth. And if you find it so interesting or you have a comment, leave your comment down below. I would love to read your comments and actually see what we will do next. Otherwise, if you are enjoying my content and you want to support me by pressing that button for subscription, so that you can learn more about Turkish people, Turkish culture, Turkish products, beauty products, and other things. For now, I have to go because this little person needs attention. Until next time again, I'll see you. Bye bye.